UFC 320 Nikolay vs Pereira 2, the rematch, and we are back with another pay-per-view, and I'm back with my premium picks. What are we at now? Like a 80% hit rate for the year? Let's get into it straight away with the first one. Veronica takes on one of the tougher brothers, judging by that record, Brogan Walker, who's dog shit. She definitely doesn't win this fight. Veronica Hardy all day. I'll go by decision because she is a little bit tough. This Brogan girl, even though Juliana Miller TKO'd her, if you just spotted that there. She's a massive underdog. Veronica, layup for her. Why is Brogan still even in the UFC? Easy decision win there for Veronica Hardy. Climbing to 10-5, good on her. Next fight, Ramiz Brahimaj versus Austin Vanderdord. And I will be going Austin Vanderdord here to get a decision win over Ramiz Brahimaj in the grappling department. Because if you do remember, he lost to Themba Gorimbo by decision, mainly getting taken down in moments. He did just submit Billy Ray and caught him in a guillotine. It happens. But against an established wrestler like this old man Vanderdord seems to be, I don't think it will happen. Any KO'd Mickey Gall other than that. Lost to Court McGee not too long ago in the grappling again, getting taken down. He gets taken down a lot, this guy. Vanderdord's good at shooting double legs. I actually think this is pretty easy. There's like a chance, obviously Ramiz gets him in the gilly, or could take the back in a moment and submit him. Like, that's his main thing. If he's going to win, he's going to submit you. But I really doubt he gets Vanderdord here. Vanderdord's grappling did look pretty dominant in his debut against Nikolay, who we'll move on to now, I think. I do think Vanderdord definitely gets a decision with his takedowns. I reckon he will get like 7 takedowns in that fight. Just run a grappling clinic and it won't be that fun. Next fight, Puna Soriano versus Nikolay Veretennikov again. And I will take Nikolay again because I took him last time. I reckon he wins this one against Puna Soriano. Puna's always had a little bit of a problem with these kickboxers. You see here a loss to Dustin Stoltzfus, where he actually got hurt to the body a couple times. And that's, Dustin Stoltzfus, who's not that good, just lost to Kelvin and Ruzaboyev easily. Roman Kopylov TKO'd him again. Same kind of thing, body kicks and stuff. And then he's beaten Doucha, Bum, Miguel Baez, who's got no chin. Didn't even KO him, decisioned him. But he did catch Uros Medic early doors, 30 seconds. But he's not that good. He's got big power. He's a Hawaiian guy, but he does lose to like the upper echelon of the fighters, decent kickboxers, which I do think Nikolay is. He did get ran a grappling chain on by Vanderdord, but this guy isn't Vanderdord. Danny Barlow's pretty good, and then he's KO'd a lot of people before that. Lost to Michael Morales on the Contender Series. So I will be taking Nikolay as an underdog to get it done. Good body kicks. I don't think he's ever been KO'd either. Maybe he has, but definitely not that we've seen recently. Except for Vanderdord, true. Alright, never mind. But that was like a ground and pound TKO. Or he got laid out by this Ronnie guy back in the day. But yeah, obviously Soriano might win by first round knockout early doors. But I've got Nikolay winning as it goes on in the fight, winning rounds 2 and 3. Starts like picking at him with better shots and gets that body kick going. That Puna just doesn't know how to block. Next one, Patchy Mix takes on Jakub Wiklacz, who I've never seen before. Hope I said his name right, Polish guy. Maybe he's pretty good, but I will take Patchy Mix to win this one. There's no way he doesn't shoot again, right? I reckon he's going to shoot a takedown this time and try and win with his grappling. I think I'll take him by decision. That seems to be the common pick because Polish guys are pretty tough. This guy's 29. Never seen him fight before, but he's on a good run. That guy's got a decent record. And then he fights him twice in a row. That's weird. And then draws with him. And then, all right, what the fuck? Is that real? Let me have a little squiz at that. Take a little look at that because that doesn't make any sense. He's just been fighting this one guy for the past 3 fucking years. So I doubt he's gotten that good from having to fight the same guy over and over and over again. Goes to a split, then draws with him, but then finally finishes him off via guillotine. Dude's been getting barely any work in then. That's unfortunate. Since 2022, he's basically fought 2 guys. All right. So I'll be going Patchy Mix here by decision. Getting the back in moments, but maybe he loses, seeming he didn't really show us anything in his debut. Barely threw punches. And let's move on to the next one, which I think is a very easy fight to predict. Macy Chiasson definitely wins. She should be more of a favourite. She should be more, put her in all your parlays. I seen her at $1.50. Like, put $100 on it, win $50. That's an easy $50. I promise you, Macy Chiasson wins. There's no way she loses to the likes of Yana Santos, who's shit as. Chiasson's actually pretty good. She's beaten girls like Norma Dumont back in the day. Oh, yeah, she lost to Irene, but she was winning that fight at least. And then Irene fought for the title. What's Santos been doing? Carol Rosa, Holly Holm, and she's shit. She also got knocked out, but like badly, by Irene, Chelsea Chandler. This is an easy fight to predict. Macy Chiasson wins the decision all day. Thank you for that one. You're welcome, guys. All right, next one. And now this guy's a bit of a slight dog. And it's Daniel Santos versus Jiu Yu, which is actually a very cool fight. Very banger. The prelims are a bit stinky before then, I would say. Like, decent fights, but, Patchy, I don't know. I don't know what to think. But this fight is a supreme banger. Like, shooter box versus Korean Zombies gym. And I'm definitely going Jiu Yu here. I reckon he sleeps Daniel Santos at some point, who does have a bad chin. Because he got dropped in this fight. He got dropped in that fight a couple times. He gets dropped like nearly in every fight he has. And this guy is a freak. This Zombie Jr. I've seen him training with Max Holloway. He looks like a phenom. The KO that he got on Jeka Saregui, yeah, that's this guy. That wasn't a fluke. This guy's really him. Like that with McGregor. He does leave his chin up a little bit in the air, but he's that good. I reckon he's going to catch Santos at one point and knock him out. Or at least pick at him and style on him to a decision. But he's going to knock out Daniel Santos at some point this week and go to 10-0. This guy's elite. And Daniel Santos is still a small bantamweight. Sang Yu's a legit featherweight. This guy's small, but he's jacked and he's strong and he's got good cardio, but he's got bad chin. I seriously think he's got a bad chin and he gets hurt in most of his fights. I reckon Sang Yu's going to lay him out. At some point, it's going to be pretty sick. Like, drop him badly, doom, follow-ups, not just one punch, but man, if he one punches him again, that'd be supreme. Farid Basharat takes on Chris Guitterez, and I will be going Farid Basharat. The odds are a little bit disrespectful because Guitterez is a capable fighter, but I do believe in the Lord that Basharat will get to 14-0 before he loses his O, just like his brother did. So one more, and he's pretty good. He's better than Javid, we all think. He's got more pop in his shots, and I just think he's better than Chris Guitterez a little bit. He makes it look better as he's doing it, and Chris can leave shit a little bit open. He might even mix takedowns in as well. Chris could win this one, but he'd have to fight it real perfect. And I do think Farid will be going forward the whole time. And he's fast. And he's got more pop in his shots. So he'll be having the ooh moments. Like Chris will be maybe tapping away with little leg kicks. And then Farid will land a nice 1-2. And the crowd will go ooh. Because I know what happens when the crowd goes ooh. Because I was there the other day. And we were oohing and ahhing and stuff. So, I'm actually, I'm a bit more, I know now, guys. I know. All right, but, next one. Next one, I don't know what to say more on that one. I do think Farid keeps his O. But Chris is a good dog. You know what he's going to do. Tapping away, leg kicks, backing up and shit. Being a bitch. And Farid's going to be able to go forward and get his game going. Maybe mix in a couple takedowns. 3-rounder. I think he gets this one by decision for sure. Edmen Shabazyan gets an absolute layup on Andre Muniz. And he's going to knock him out in the first round. I definitely think a KO in the first round is on here. And Andre Muniz has no chin. We all know the phantom punch that just KO'd him in his last one against Ikram. He got crushed on the face and it was too much for him. Just the weirdest, weakest KO we've ever seen, ever. And Edmen gets this one done. Just looked good against Prozchaka, which actually doesn't look that good. Sleep Prozchaka, who's got no chin. And then Budka, who's a bum. But you know what? Muniz is a fucking bum as well. So this is look at that. Lost to fucking Paul Craig, then beats Junior Park, which is very surprising. How did he beat him when he cannot beat Paul Craig? Gets submitted by Allen, knocked out easily by Ikram. Shabazyan's going to be able to slide back out, boom, land a good 2 on the chin, drop Muniz badly, finish him off here and put him out in the first round. Please, Edmen, if you don't, anything less than a first round KO here is embarrassing. This is a layup. This is a lock of the card. Shabazyan wins all day. If you're worried about him in this one, don't be. Unless Muniz somehow can take a punch in this fight, which would just be so retarded. No way. Main card time though. Joe Pyfer takes on Abbas Magomedov, and I'm going. I'll go Joe. I'll go Joe. I reckon Joe does win this one. I think he'll be able to like really slow down the whole pace of the fight. I feel like his fights are very slow paced because it's scary. He does have monster power. Like the Kelvin fight, barely anything happened. He can make a fight only be 10 strikes around, but still win because he's hitting you so much harder, and you're scared to even get into an exchange with him because he hits so hard. He did toss around Abdul Razak Al Hassan for a bit. He's got good grappling that I think he could go to here, but I don't think he'd be able to dominate Abbas in the grappling. I'd be surprised. I can see him like doing a big athletic lift, and then Abbas kind of gets back up. Abbas is a good dog this weekend. I do think he has a good chance to win, but he has to like come out and really believe it and like go straight to work. Has to be like kind of prime Abbas with ridiculous confidence, and I don't think he's that guy anymore. And I reckon Joe will get a decision. Maybe he drops Abbas. Abbas doesn't have the best chin, and I do think Joe can get a decision again. Decision. Cool if he knocks him out, but I don't believe it. Mixes in takedowns and like just lands big and doesn't let Abbas go forward on him. He'll be the one going forward, I think, and I reckon Joe wins this weekend by decision. But I do get the Abbas dog. That'd be nice if you can get that one right. I can see how he wins. Joe's not that good, I don't think. Like, it's not like he's got really good striking. He's just so physical, it saves him. And big frame and stuff. But I get it, You know what? I'm really tempted, because I could see it. But I'll go Joe. I'm bitching out. Josh Emmett versus Youssef Zalal. And I'll bitch out of this one as well. I'll go Zalal, the safer pick, because I do think he'll win this one. Emmett's not that good. He is like a better fighter. Obviously, there's a chance Emmett can catch him. But Zalal's much faster and slicker. Could even shoot and like stall it out. Not maybe dominating him in the grappling, but kind of like Malarkey just did against Bedoya, where he's pushing him against the fence and he gets on the single leg and stuff. And yeah, I don't think Emmett's really good. And Zalal's kind of got a similar style to Lerone Murphy, slick kickboxer with a lot of kicks and calf kicks and footwork on the outside. I don't think he'll be there for Emmett to catch him. And Emmett's old. He's been in a lot of wars. He could get cut or something. I've got Zalal here by decision, but if he finishes him, I'll be impressed. Any way you can finish him, maybe submission. Yair did. But yeah, I think it's Zalal wins. And then moving on to the feature fight, a very important one for everyone. Definitely the best fight on the card. Definitely better than the main event as well. Like this is one of the best fights of the year, honestly. Khalil versus Jiri. And I will be going Khalil Roundtree to win this one by decision. I think he can get it done against Jiri. I feel like Jamal Hill's shit, and he's kind of a bad thing to really go off. Like the head movement, and Jiri looked like such a supreme leader in that fight. But I think, look at that too. Win, loss. Just another arrow in the bow that I think Khalil wins this one. I can see him getting caught coming in, not finishing Jiri, but dropping him. The heavy low kicks, I reckon his low kicks are harder than Rakic's, but maybe he doesn't throw them as often, but they'll land heavy, similar to Pereira's. Jamal Hill didn't throw any, and I do think he's going to do this one. He looked way better against Pereira as well. I know we can't go off similar performances, and also just because Jiri finished Jamal and Khalil didn't, doesn't mean that he looked way better against Hill than Khalil did. Khalil still dropped Hill in moments. He's just not the finisher that Jiri is. Jiri finished Glover as well, and Jamal went to a decision with Glover. Who looked better against Glover? Jiri got beat the shit out of by Glover, really, and Jamal didn't at all. Like, Jiri can get flowy and just get hit by big shots by Glover. Hill did have a good second round against him in the clinch, landed a lot of good knees. I could see Jiri landing a big knee because Khalil's shorter, but I do think Khalil wins this one. I think there's a chance he's faster, and I don't think Yuri's going to be able to do all that head movement shit, because then bam, heavy inside low kick or a heavy outside low kick, and Khalil stays within himself. Jamal like really went for it and overthrown, and in that finishing sequence he leaves himself so open, and I don't really see Khalil being like throwing like that and he's wide open, ready to get chinned. He's always like high guard, like bouncing that front kick like a Muay Thai fighter, heavy low kicks. And maybe he just doesn't let Jiri get off his game. Jiri has a sit round 3 or something, but Khalil edges a decision here. He could drop Jiri in a moment. I feel like he's going to be fast. He does have wicked fast hands. He's not like the best striker, like he's got sick timing, and Jiri does have good timing. I'm not like fully confident in this one, but I do think Roundtree wins this one, and I do think he's a good underdog, and I think you wouldn't be wrong in picking the underdog in either. Like either if these. Let me say this better for a second. If either the guys were an underdog, I think that would be a good pick to make. For me, it's a real flip of the coin, 50-50. I'm not sure who wins out of Jiri and Khalil. Going off their heel performances, they're very similar. So I think Khalil's a good dog. He's $2.40. I think Khalil's a good pick, and I'm going to make it. I can't believe Jiri's even the favourite. I thought they'd be trying to tempt us this week with an underdog. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I reckon Roundtree wins by decision. I've got a bit of a shock, and I do think this probably will be a good chance to put this fight to go the distance, because I feel like it does. I really do. Merab versus Corey Sandhagen in the co-main event for 5 rounds for the belt, and I will be going Merab by decision. I think this will be like 48-47, and Corey would rather stay safe and make it close than like throw himself into the fire and just put on a fucking banger. And like round 5, he needs a finish. I don't see him just going crazy at Merab. Maybe he's got that dog in him, but I just don't see it. I think he'd rather like win closely and say he did really good rather than like just put it on him and fish for a KO crazily. And Merab's super physical, so such a freak of nature. So strong is Merab, and if Umar's pinning you down in moments, then Merab should be able to pin him down as well and win a decision. Like Umar beat this guy over 5 rounds by decision in the grappling, took his back in moments and out-grappled him. So Merab, I think Merab does as well. I know like MMA math, but yeah, seriously. Come on, Merab wins this one by decision dominantly as well. 49-46, maybe 50-45 him and surprises me. So I do think Corey's going to weirdly get around. No, I'll go 49-46. I won't give him 2 rounds. He doesn't get 2 rounds off Merab. But yeah, Merab wins. Easy. Easy win. Easy one in main event. Magomedov Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira. And I will be going Alex Pereira in this fight. I think he can do way better than he did in the first fight and show up this time and really win. Magomed had a great time the first fight. I've got this one up for us so I could just show you a couple of things. Look at this. 11 head strikes Pereira landed. He nearly broke the record for least amount of strikes landed to someone's head in a title fight. Nearly broke Ngannou's pathetic record. And I reckon there's no way he shows up like that. Look at that. 63% of strikes landed to the legs. He really thought, he watched the Belovic fight too many times, he really thought he was just going to come out there and cripple Magomed's legs. And it didn't happen. He was like, I'm stuffing the takedowns so I'm winning. He was like all thinking about the takedowns way too much, asking Glover, how's the takedown defense looking? And there's no way he does that again. I reckon he's going to tap into the flow state at some point in round 4. I could see him dropping Magomed at a point. And the first fight was fairly close. It was the first time Pereira's ever had to like prepare for a grappler. All the times, like, these are all strikers. Khalil, Jiri, Jamal, Izzy, Strickland. No one was definitely 100% going to take him down. He would have thought it maybe, that, and people did shoot like Jiri, but this was the first time Magomed was definitely going to shoot, and Glover was telling him, and they were probably drilling it. And now this is the second time we're going into this fight. I reckon, like, such a better mindset. Look at this. Wait. Let me scroll up. 0 from 12 on the takedowns. 0 from 1. You remember that really nice trip he got, though, in round 4 where he just tossed Magomed to the ground? He's, like, ridiculously strong. And I do think he wins this one, throwing way more punches this time. 63% to the legs. He just spammed lower calf kicks and thought he was going to win, and he nearly did anyways. And Magomed showed up and looked really good in the striking, and Magomed, close fight with Rakic and close fight. Does he ever like blow you away? He's just a really solid all-round fighter. But I do think we've kind of forgotten the man that Pereira is and what he can really do. I do believe this is a once-in-a-generation fighter, and I think he's going to make true on the rematch here and beat Magomed by decision, dropping him in a round. I do think Magomed's pretty tough, and Pereira might not follow him to the ground and get him back up weirdly. But I'm going Pereira, and there is a part that like I want to root for Pereira, because when you make picks, like I don't really want Khalil to win, but I feel like because a lot of people are picking Jiri, and I do think Khalil can win and he will win, and I'm picking him, that I'm probably going to end up rooting for Khalil and be annoyed if Jiri knocks him out, which is so annoying, you know, because like you just want to be unbiased and like love whatever happens. Like if Emmett lays out Zalal, I'll be like, yo, spectacular. But then if that means I'm having a shit card on picks, I'll probably be a little bit annoyed by it. Or if that wipes out a lot of multis, because Zalal's a parlay piece, you'll be annoyed. But it's annoying to like be annoyed when great shit happens, you know? So I don't want any part of me to be rooting for Magomed this week either. I want cool shit to happen in the sport. And I do think Pereira's sick as well. And I do think he can win this one anyway. So it's not just like, I want to root for him, so I'm picking him. But it's definitely a part of that. I want to be rooting for him this whole time during this fight. And if he wins, to be really like, yes, I've done it. I picked him. I believed in him. I really want Pereira to win. And I think he can win. I really do. And I'm going to be picking him. By decision or KO at some point in round 3 or 4, I reckon he'll get it going. But I think he drops Magomed in a round. I reckon he'll do way better, get his hands going. And I like that there's bad blood. And he does notoriously good in rematches as well. I'm pretty sure he laid out Balgarui in the rematch. Cesar Almeida, he beat in the rematch. Veretennikov, he got robbed in the rematch, but everyone said he won that one and lost the first one. Pereira laid him out in the rematch and then fought in the trilogy, but then I suppose he lost the UFC rematch. And Jiri looked way better in the Jiri rematch. He's just a rematch guy. And as Magomed had rematches, I suppose he had the Johnny one. But yeah, you know what? He's not that good. He's not that good. Like, he's solid and good, but like, has he ever had a performance when you're like, damn, Magomed is fucking hell good? I suppose the Pereira one was the most impressive I've ever been, but like, unanimous close decision against Rakic. Like, everyone's done it better than what he's done to people, you know? People have done Smith way better. People have done Santos dirtier and Ozdemir way dirtier and Krylov and the Kutalaba fight, but the draw against Blachowicz, people have had more impressive wins against Blachowicz, I think. Or he didn't even win, so yeah. So yeah, I reckon old mate wins. And the 11 head strikes, only landed 11 head strikes, spammed 48 leg kicks. Thought it would cripple him, he didn't. There's no way he spams calf kicks and throws 11 head strikes again. Well, he threw 57, only landed 11. He's going to land a lot more. And look at this, 112 of 36. He's still got head movement. All right, I'm going to leave. Go live for a bit. Oh, damn. Hair ended up looking like shit. But that's okay. All right, see you.